When Albert Einstein died in 1955, investigators found something shocking on his desk. Next to his physics equations sat a worn copy of The Secret Doctrine, a mystical book written by a Russian occultist in 1888. Why would the world's greatest scientist keep an occult text within arm's reach? What I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. The Impossible Predictions. In 1888, Helena Blavatsky wrote something that should have been impossible. She described matter and energy as two poles of the same universal substance. Sound familiar? That's Einstein's E equals mc squared, written 17 years before Einstein was even born. But it gets crazier. Blavatsky described space as curved, not flat. She wrote about massive objects bending reality around them. Einstein wouldn't discover curved spacetime until 1915. That's 27 years later. The atomic bombshell. Here's where it gets insane. Blavatsky described atoms as mostly empty space with energy concentrated in tiny centers. In 1888, scientists thought atoms were solid balls. The discovery of empty atomic space wouldn't happen until 1909. She even described subatomic particles that could be transformed into pure energy, decades before nuclear physics existed. The consciousness connection. Einstein said, "Reality is merely an illusion." Blavatsky taught the exact same thing, that physical reality is an illusion created by consciousness. Today, quantum physics proves consciousness affects reality. The observer effect shows that watching particles literally changes their behavior. Einstein spent his final years searching for a theory of everything. Blavatsky had already described it in 1888, calling it the one life that manifests as all forces in matter. The hidden truth. Einstein wasn't alone. Nikola Tesla read Blavatsky's works and said, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all previous centuries." The wireless technology you're using right now, it traces back to these mystical ideas about invisible forces. Einstein kept these books because he recognized something profound. Ancient wisdom knew truths that science was only beginning to discover. So next time someone says science and spirituality don't mix, remember this. History's greatest scientific mind found answers in a mystical text that somehow knew about atomic structure, curved spacetime, and E equals mc squared decades before science discovered them. As Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge.